Welcome to another episode of Stop Smoking, Stop Drinking. This is Stop Smoking, Stop Drinking. I'm your host. Please pardon the quality because I'm not really sitting at a desk. I'm actually holding the mic in my hand. So it's not as professional as it should be. But when you're dealing with Soncerae, you really don't have to be that professional, okay? So here's what I want to talk about. Uh, let's all thank everybody loves Soncerae. Um, Ebony Man 2K channel. You should check that out. I think he changed the name. I thought it was Ebony Man 2K, but it's everybody loves Soncerae, the ratchet single mom. Okay, so in this episode, you have Soncerae Smith, and she's telling. I'll give you like a small dosage of it, and then I'm going to explain my case. So Iyanla. Basically, I forgot her name, like Iyanla Vanzant. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her names. Like Iyanla Vanzant. I don't watch that stuff. It's ratchet. Even though it's on the Oprah Winfrey Network, it's still ratchet. I always thought the Oprah Winfrey Network was just ratchet. Is this another reiteration of the Hallmark Channel or Bravo Channel? It's just ratchet stuff on there a lot of the times, especially when it deals with black people. So, I mean, I don't watch it. I always thought that like Video Music Box was ratchet, BET was ratchet. Like the stuff they used to show on there, it was never really anything empowering besides Smiley, Tavis Smiley. He was all right, but other than that, but a lot of ratchet stuff. Anyway, we all know Iyanla Vanzant is pretty much ratchet. I saw a bunch of her ratchet stuff before where this family, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Now, after I saw that, I was like, wow. I mean, the way she portrays herself and what reality is, she's always looking for ratchet stuff. So Soncerae decides it's being in the background. My maid is cleaning up stuff, and nanny maid. Okay, so she decides that she wants to be on the Iyanla Vanzant show, and so this is her, I guess, her experience. And I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll just play like three or 4 minutes.
Now you talk about what
Hold on, let's see if I can get that to my Samsung. Okay, so
type of person she is, who she is, what she represents, what the. I don't know. I was expecting something different from Iyanla Vanzant and her team. I wasn't expecting what I got. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about somebody like Iyanla Vanzant, you talk about what type of person she is, who she is, what she represents, what the OWN network represents. You start thinking about, the positivity associated with that channel. Or you start thinking about Tyler Perry and all his dramatic ass shows. A lot of people don't know that Oprah Winfrey doesn't own the OWN network anymore. A lot of people don't know that. She sold the OWN network. But Iyanla Vanzant's show is still on there. Now, what I wasn't expecting from this team came to me because I thought, like, when you watch Iyanla Vanzant in the past, if you watched her, you've seen her help people. You've seen some people come onto her show and then complain about it. It's still a show. It's a show. You understand? So you still have to audition. And a lot of people don't realize that. Of course you think that when you're dealing with somebody like Iyanla Vanzant, you could just tell your story, and if she wants to help you with it, then she chooses you to help you. But that's not how the process goes to be on this show. To be on this show, you got to go through a series of Like, I'm gonna just tell you the process that I went through. That I
I
was.
think psychologically they have to evaluate you basically and ask you certain questions, and it's basically like when you're picking a jury, right? When the defense and the prosecutor are picking a jury, they pick certain kinds of people because they know how certain kinds of people are going to react. Okay, so we know that the thing with Priest and um, what's her name, and Jesus Christ and Soncerae. Okay, so we know this thing. If you don't know, go look it up. Don't look it up on her channel because then you're giving her channel revenue. There's other places where you could find it where you don't have to like give her any kind of revenue. I guess you could put a like an ad blocker on or something like that, or whatever, and then you could watch it like that. But if you don't know about her case, go check it out. It's just put Soncerae and Priest, and she just went on and on for like 2 years and a half about how this guy did her in and all this other kind of stuff, and nothing about what she did. It's just everything is his fault, is his um, wife's fault. I'm not giving Priest the benefit of the doubt. Of course, he abandoned his child. Okay, but then again, this woman is a psychopath. You know, she's a sociopath. She's a narcissist. I would try to be as far away from her as possible. I think he was very happy when she moved to L.A. because he was at some point he was they were in Atlanta together, and then she was talking about how she was living in San Francisco and all that, which is a lie. She does not live in San Francisco. She's gone from extended hotel stay to extended hotel stay. Now, but you have to look at the 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 underlying problem of this. Okay, so she says that she used to be a millionaire. So she once told us she used to be a millionaire. She was a millionaire. She got some settlement. She used to be a millionaire, and then I think her subscribers had asked, "Well, why aren't you a millionaire anymore?" And she said, "Because I was giving out free TVs." And I was like, I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I'm not a millionaire because I was giving out free TVs, and I was giving out too many free things and all this other stuff." I don't ever believe that she was a millionaire. I believe that she came into some money, maybe like $200,000 or something, and she wasted it on some company called Block 11. It never took off, and so she lost money in that regards. And because she started a business kind of like with Block 11 for booty, I've heard of it because she said it, but I've never seen it in action. I've only seen her Photoshop stuff of it. So it's possible that there was never even a business of Block 11 because I never heard of it. I tried looking it up. There was never such a kind of business. Okay, but I'm thinking that she had some kind of money, not even 200,000, maybe 100,000, because she likes to be very superfluous. She's worse than Trump, guys. When she's like, when he's like, big, this is big, this is big. She's worse than that. Okay, you give her the earth, she says she has the universe. So I think what happened is she had a bunch of money, and then that money got depleted by various stupid things she was doing. And then when it got depleted, then she started a YouTube channel. And then she was like, "Oh, I got many businesses. I've started many businesses. I've had employees and all." She hasn't had anything. Okay, I don't think she ever had any employees. She wasn't in charge of anything. She doesn't have any proof of her having any businesses. She doesn't have a business license. These kind of things, I believe that the way she gets her money is her baby daddy gives her money, like pays child support. Cause she was living with her baby daddy. She didn't even have no. She was living with her first baby daddy. So they was just living together. They not married, and he does his own thing, and then she's just there. And she really didn't have a job. She's just living off of these little things to get your little $50 a week or something like this. Get some money, put some gas in your car, like this kind of thing. That's what she was doing. Okay, and then she was saying, "Oh, I'm a businesswoman. I got all kind of business doing this and that and doing this and that." And then Priest came into her life and thought that he could get something from her, and she was trying to, like somebody else said, she was trying to be big boss bitch by taking him to some kind of parties and all that stuff and pretending like she knew everybody and was the boss of all the places, but she really didn't have anything. And then he kind of found out slowly, yeah, this woman is full of shit. Like, this is all a facade, right? And then that's when he wanted to leave. Unfortunately, she entrapped him, had a child. The child is very handsome, very good looking kid, very cute kid. The problem is he has a psychopath mother, right? And well, maybe sociopathic. I could say she's sociopathic, not psychopathic. So he has a sociopathic mother. She's a sociopath, but she tells YouTube that, oh, I'm doing excellent. I'm doing all these great things. Now I'm making so much money. I don't got time for YouTube. This was like 2 months ago. You can check her videos, right? So this is 2 months ago. Oh, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm doing excellent. I got my own house. She didn't have a house. She was just stay hotel or renting someplace. All right. She didn't buy anything. She was acting like she bought all these things. She's acting like she has a Lexus. So she was doing one where she was like, yeah, I got a Lexus. I've been trying to get a Lexus for a long time. And it's like, okay, you leased the car. You didn't buy it. You leased it, right? You could lease it for like a week and say that you have it. So this is just clearly her trying to live beyond her means and thinking she's better than everybody else, not knowing that this coronavirus hit, and now what's she gonna do? Right now, what's gonna happen? So she's been trying her best to achieve fame, right? By any means possible, even if it means if Jerry Springer offered her a role, like a skit to play and do those Jerry Springer things, Jerry, she would be on Jerry Springer in a heartbeat. She doesn't care. She has no shame. Okay, so she is very deluded, and in her deluded nature, she thinks that being on Iyanla Vanzant will fix her life. And then you catch her. You say, "But I thought your life was fixed. I thought you didn't have a problem." Why do you want to be on Iyanla Vanzant? Why do you want to be on this panel? They're not gonna pick you because you know why? Because in order for you to get on there, they're gonna because she was saying that she wanted to go on there for her own like kind of way, because she wanted them to fix her life, but not include Priest and Sidonia and all the other ratchetness. So they kept asking her questions about the ratchet shit between her and Priest and this baby thing, and she didn't want to discuss that. And I'm like, this is all about drama. Of course they want to discuss that. This is what this show is about. It's about black drama. Okay? That's all it's about, and it's kind of dressed up and pretty enough where you could be deluded into thinking that it's not about black drama, that it is about uplifting black people, but no, it is just as gutter as Jerry Springer. There's no difference, except they put a little sprinkles on it to make it seem like she's helping people. But it's the same thing. Basically, it's the same thing like Sally Jesse Raphael. Basically, it's the same thing as Jerry Springer. Basically, it's the same thing as Ricky Lake. It's the same thing. There's no different. Where you think Oprah got her stuff from? Oprah Winfrey, early Oprah Winfrey shows. It's all drama. So this is what Iyanla Vanzant, her brand is she's trying to be as big as Oprah. She wants to be as big as Oprah one day. She wants to be a Oprah and Gail. Right? And how do you get that way? I mean, unfortunately, in the black community, we love drama. So that's how you get there. Provide drama. You know what I mean? Provide negative drama. So she doesn't understand this. She thinks that being on this show will actually elevate whatever kind of career that she thinks she has, when in fact it will make it worse. if she got on the show, it would make it worse, and it would verify that she really does have a problem. Because what is it? It's Iyanla, fix my life. That's what it is. My life is in shambles. It's horrible. Fix my life. So it's the opposite of what you've been telling us, because you've told us that your life is great. You're doing well. You're making all this money. You think that being on this show is going to bring priests to you? It's not going to do that. He's not going to get on this show, no matter how much they pay him. I'm pretty sure he won't go on this show. Even if they're never going to offer him enough money to get on this show. And I think this is another reason she's trying to get close to priests again, and she thinks this is the way to do it. But he's gone, girl, because you're just too loony. She's a nutcase. And, he's an asshole for leaving. But you have to understand, like, when you're dealing with somebody like this, she's a nut. But the thing is, he knew she was a nut. And he still decided that he wanted to do. I think it was the tig old bitties that he was looking at. And he was memorized by the tig old bitties. And she was flaunting them in his face. That he just became a man and just like, fuck it, I don't care. And he just went, and he just, all up inside her. And then the baby came out, and this is what you have. And now you have those. There are times when men have sex, and we're so into it. We're so into it in the beginning, because I've had these times before, where you're into it with the woman, and then after the sex, you're like, what did I just do? Like, oh my God, I've opened a can of worms here, a world of pain. Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? And you don't even have to drink. Because with her, even when you drink, she's a loon. And she's like a munchkin, man. She's like, what, 5'3" or something like this. Not even. She's like 5 feet. That's like 4'7". She's like a dwarf. So I don't know what the hell you was thinking, But I know what she was thinking. She's like, I want a baby. I want this guy to take care of me, or something like that. Or it's like maybe she knew he was gonna leave or something, and it was just like, I want some welfare benefit, or I don't know. But she had a plan, right? And then she's on this show, and she expects this woman to fix her life. And why are you looking for other people to fix your life? Because she don't really care about her life. That's not about what it is. She wants to be famous. And what she don't understand is her prime has passed. She's 40 years old. And plus, you don't give good advice. Your advice is very contradictory. It's hypocritical. You don't give good advice. Another thing is your aesthetically pleasing window has shifted. It's gone. I think when she was like in her 20s, like 28, 30, she was looking really good, I think. Maybe she was like thinner and stuff. But I think she looked probably good when she was like 25 to 30 to 33, 34. And now she's in her 40s, and she ain't looking that good now. And she still thinks she got it, because there are some thirsty guys out there. There's a lot of thirsty guys that like tig-o bitties. All they see is the tig-o bitties. They don't see her personality. They just see the tig-o bitties. And she thinks that just because they like her tig-o bitties, that she got something to offer to the world. Because I'm telling you, she walks in the Bronx and she's opening up her tig-o bitties just like she did in that video. In the Bronx, they all looking like, oh my God, yeah, come on, mama, yeah, come on, mama. But the guys on the street saying, okay, mama, come on, mama, is different from the rest of the United States and the rest of the world. They don't think that stuff is cute. They don't think that stuff is like, you're hot, You got to have something to offer. Okay, so you don't really got the looks anymore. You used to have them. You don't have them anymore. Uh, you're not a sage because you're a hypocrite. You contradict yourself too much. You really don't know what you're talking about. It's just a bunch of air. You don't believe what you're a disciple of Umar Johnson. So she's the same thing as Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson's trying to get into the limelight too. They're very similar people, her and Umar Johnson. Very, very similar. He's trying his best to get into the limelight, to become somebody. He really wants to be like a Frederick Douglass of the modern day century. He really wants to be like a Malcolm X. He wants to be this great speaker that can captivate millions. Like he's going on in the, what do you call that place, where it's like the big lake in Washington D.C. and you go up there where Martin Luther King spoke, right? He wants to be that person, but he's not, because he's not self-aware. He's sociopathic. She's also sociopathic. She's selfish. He's also selfish. You don't know when to shut up. She doesn't know when to shut up. You're reaching for, you're running after money, and that's when the money starts running. When you start running after it, that's when the money starts running. They both doing the same type of nonsense, the same type. You can diagnose them like they twins. And it's like, yeah, he would, Umar Johnson would go on this too. If there was a chance that he can get some kind of donations and get more people to look at him, he would do this too. So I mean, I proposed they get married. I mean, they're perfect for each other. Perfect. Look at it. Look at it. They're perfect for each other. Umar Johnson and Soncerae Smith are a match made in heaven. They both dirty. He's a master of pissy hands. She got a poontang, a stink poontang. She talked about her poontang being stink. So this is not me saying it. She said that. They both stay in extended day hotels. What do you call that? You remember He-Man? They had that toy. It was called Many Faces, and it would change the faces. Like you would take your finger, and it would change the faces. So basically, like they kind of Siamese twins. You could just like stick them together, back to back, and with their 4 legs and 4 arms and 2 heads. And depending on the occasion, this is the one that you bring out. They're twins. It's uncanny. Uncanny. In the comment section, I want you to write what is similar between Umar Johnson and Soncerae Smith. They both live with their mother. They both live with their, well, he said he lived with his mama, or they claiming they live with their mama, or there's rumors that they live with their mama. They both living in their car, because she was living in her car too. And then she said, oh, the care packages to this place where Ebony Man 2000K already said that she living in a hotel, an extended day. He's also living in an extended day hotel. The only thing that's different is that he's going on a gravesite tour and she's doing Uber, which is basically almost a gravesite. It's almost a tour, because you're taking people you keep on going from one place to another place to another place to another place. You're not going from home to work, from work to home, from home to work. You don't really gotta, Uber is taken from one place to another place to another place to another place. You keep visiting all these people, right? Same thing with Umar. They both beg for donations. They both tell you about how you should fix your married life when they never been married. They both talk about relationship. They both preach to you how to do all this kind of relationship stuff when both of them have never even ever really been in a stable relationship. So it's quite hilarious. Both of them will tell you what you want to hear just to get those donations. It's uncanny. It's uncanny. So this is Stop Smoking, Stop Drinking. I mean, you can go to Ebony Man 2000 channel to listen to this, or I guess it's Soncerae. Everybody loves Soncerae, the ratchet single mom. Uh, you can go to listen to this, and what she says is just freaking outrageous. It's outrageous. In the same breath, she says, "I'm doing so good with my life," and then she's talking about why can I get on Iyanla Vanzant? They only want to hear the ratchet part of my life, and I'm like, your whole life is ratchet, you know. All right, so I'm out. See you later. Peace.